brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today. Justin's in Washington, D.C. Hey, Justin, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Better than I deserve. How can we help?
So I'm active duty military, and I have a decent amount of credit card debt, along with debt in general. And I really am trying to figure out how I can start knocking this debt off and eliminating this. Because it's become a bit of a burden, and I honestly don't even know where to start.
Cool. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Cool. How much debt you got?
Between house, credit card, vehicles, we're about $350.
How much of that's house?
$290.
Okay, so you got $60,000. How much of that cars?
About 30 to 40.
Okay, so you got $30,000 in credit card debt.
Roughly.
28. Yeah. Okay. All right. Wow. Thanks for your service. Which branch you serve in?
I'm currently Army, sir.
Okay. Cool. Thank you very much. How long you been in?
I've been in about 6.5 years.
About long enough to make this mess.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Okay.
And you're ready for a change. The payments have caught up to you, and you guys are feeling the weight of these, and you want out.
Yeah.
What's your household income?
Between my wife and I, we're about $100,000.
Great. So you make $100, you owe $60 in this consumer debt. So the question is, how much margin can we create to throw extra on the debt? And we're going to follow the debt snowball method. That's the way 10 million people have followed it. It's the same way I got out of 40 grand in debt. And so you have how many debts? 3, or is it more than that total? Between the car loans and the credit card, is it multiple cards?
No, it's one credit card. And honestly, I really didn't even want to get a credit card to begin with. Fortunately, but when you become a homeowner, it's one of those things where you got to have it as like a backup plan.
Well, a backup plan would be your own money, like having an emergency fund where you become the bank.
Money would be a backup plan. Debt didn't turn out to be a good backup plan.
20% interest on 30 grand is a bad plan for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So how much are you okay, so we're going to list the debts, smallest to largest. You have one big credit card, one big car, and that's it other than the house. Is that it?
Yes, and I have one of my cars is paid off already.
Yeah.
And then I do have a motorcycle that's for a loan $10,000 right now.
Okay. All right. And what did you say the household income was again?
We're about a little under 100,000. It's like 98 and some change.
Okay. Justin, when I was exactly your age, I filed bankruptcy. That was 30 years ago. About
really?
35 years ago now. So I know how it feels to be scared and broke. And after that, I figured out how to get out of debt and stay out of debt. And I figured out that it was worth it to sacrifice now. I call it live like no one else, so that later you can live and give like no one else. The way you're living life now is all the money comes in, all the money goes back out, and there's nothing left but stress.
So we, after each paycheck, we still pocket about anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 a month after all of our bills.
If I woke up in your shoes, knowing what I know now, and today I'm a multimillionaire because I quit doing stupid crap, or as much, I limited the stupid crap I do, right? And so if I woke up in your shoes, I'm going to give you a real harsh prescription, because I know that the faster you get out of this mess, the faster you're going to actually become wealthy. You see the ratio of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, anyway, I would sell my motorcycle today. It's a freaking toy. You don't need it. You can get your motorcycle later. By the way, I have several things with wheels and motors in them now, but I didn't have them when I was broke. And so you drive like no one else so that later you can drive like no one else. You're driving a $30,000 car. I'd probably consider selling that and moving down. But if you want to plow your way through it, you got $60,000 worth of debt. And if you do that at $2,000 a month, that's 30 months. Right? 2.5 years. Okay. You don't need to see the inside of a restaurant, and you don't need to go on vacation. The only time you're in the inside of a restaurant is if somebody you love is working there and you're getting a free meal. And that might be you. But I don't care. Nobody is going anywhere except we're getting out of debt. We're living on beans and rice and beans. We're going to clean this freaking mess up, and we're never going back in debt again. Because if you didn't have any payments but a house payment right now, man, you'd have some money. And you deserve to have some money because you have put in your time serving your country. You don't deserve to be this broke.
Yeah, absolutely, sir.
Now, will you say, this is going to boot camp. That's what I'm doing. You hearing me?
Yeah, absolutely. And so I actually do have my motorcycle up for sale right now.
Good. You're ahead of me.
That,
What's it listed for?
So after all the aftermarket stuff I put on it, I'm trying to sell it for about 10.
And you owe 10.
Yeah. So I figured if I can get maybe a little bit less, maybe 9,500, I can put the
you can cover it, or a little bit more, and you'd have 500 to throw at the credit card. Chop the credit card up, get your wife on a budget. You two sit down and get the EveryDollar app out. It's completely free to download it and use it. It's the #1 budgeting app in the world. Go check it out and sit down and lay yourself out a budget and commit to boot camp for the next 24 to 30 months, and you could be debt-free but the house, and then that sets you up with a lot of money in your pocket to do a lot of stuff with in generosity, in investing, and to begin paying off your house.
Yeah, and there's a lot of sacrifice you can make. If 30 months sounds like a long time, let's sell more stuff. Let's increase the income. Let's get the expenses down.
Create your free EveryDollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.